Born Cassius Clay was born in Louisville, Kentucky on January 17th in 1942. Muhammad Ali became an Olympic gold medalist in 1960 and the world heavyweight boxing champion in 1964. Following his suspension for refusing military service, Ali reclaimed the heavyweight title 2 more times during the 1970s, winning famed bouts against Joe Frazier and George Foreman along the way. Diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 1984, Ali has devoted much of his time to philanthropy, earning the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005. At the age of 12, Ali discovered his talent for boxing through an odd twist of fate. His bike was stolen, and Ali told the police officer Joe Martin that he wanted to beat up the thief. "Well, you better learn how to fight before you start challenging people," Martin reportedly told him at the time. In addition to being a police officer, Martin also trained young boxers at a local gym. In 1960, Ali won a spot on the U.S. Olympic boxing team and traveled to Rome, Italy to compete. At 6 feet 3 inches, Ali was an imposing figure in the ring, but he also became known for his lightning speed and fancy footwork. After winning his first 3 bouts, Ali defeated Zbigniew Pietrzkowski from Poland to win the light heavyweight gold medal. After his Olympic victory, Ali was heralded as an American hero. He soon turned professional with the backing of the Louisville sponsoring group and continued overwhelming all opponents in the ring. Ali took out British heavyweight champion Henry Cooper in 1963 and then knocked out Sonny Liston in 1964 to become the heavyweight champion of the world. Often referring to himself as the greatest, Ali was not afraid to sing his own praises. He was known for boasting about his skills before a fight and for his colorful descriptions and phrases. In one of his more famously quoted descriptions, Ali told reporters that he could float like a butterfly, sting like a bee in the boxing ring. Growing to that global iconic rank in the athletic world, Ali began doing some spiritual searching and decided to join the Nation of Islam in 1964. At first, he called himself Cassius X, before settling on the name Muhammad Ali.
Oh, for the past 6 years, I would say, after hearing a lot of teachings on Negro history and who we were before we got here, and 1 and 1 makes 2.
You feel your affiliation with the Muslim religion, being a follower of the Muslim religion, had something to do with your winning the championship?
Well, I would say so. My religion is the only thing that I can give me credit for pulling me through, because 99 out of 100 seem to see no possibility of me winning. The newspaper reporters and everybody all over the world condemned me. They said it would be a mismatch, and couldn't nobody believe it. So my prayers to Allah and faith in my religion, living a clean, righteous life, I have to say that's what pulled me.
A few years later, Ali started a different kind of fight with his outspoken views against the Vietnam War. Drafted into the military in April 1967, he refused to serve on the grounds that he was a practicing Muslim minister with religious beliefs that prevented him from fighting. He was arrested for committing a felony and almost immediately stripped of his world title and boxing license. The U.S. Department of Justice pursued a legal case against Ali, denying his claim for conscientious objector status. He was found guilty of violating selective service laws and sentenced to 5 years in prison in June 1967, but remained free while appealing his conviction. Unable to compete professionally in the meantime, Ali missed more than 3 prime years of his athletic career. The U.S. Supreme Court eventually overturned the conviction in June 1971. Prior to the Supreme Court's decision, Ali returned to the ring in 1970 with a win over Derek Quarry. The following year, Ali took on Joe Frazier in what has been called the fight of the century. Frazier and Ali went toe-to-toe for 14 rounds before Frazier dropped Ali with a vicious left hook in the 15th. Ali and Frazier locked horns for their grudges match in Quezon City, Philippines in 1975. Dubbed the Thriller in Manila, the bout nearly went the distance, with both men delivering and absorbing tremendous punishment. However, Frazier's trainer threw in the towel after the 14th round, giving the hard-fought victory to Ali.
who was bearing me up, too powerful, too strong. I proved that Allah is God. Elijah Muhammad is a messenger, and I have faith in them. And regardless of the world and the pressure, I made it an easy night because Allah has power over all things. And if you believe in Him, nothing, even George Foreman, will look like a baby.
In his retirement, Ali has devoted much of his time to Islam and philanthropy. He announced that he has Parkinson's disease in 1984, a degenerative neurological condition, and has been involved in raising funds for the Mohammed Ali Parkinson Center in Phoenix, Arizona. Over the years, Ali has also supported the Special Olympics and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, among other organizations. Muhammad Ali has traveled to numerous countries, including Mexico and Morocco, to help out those in need. In 1998, he was chosen to be a United Nations Messenger of Peace because of his work in developing countries.
You who don't believe in God, if I told you that this glass sprang into existence, this glass made itself, no man made this glass, would you believe it? Would you believe I just told you this thing made itself?
Despite the progression of his disease, Ali remained active in public life. Universally regarded as one of the greatest boxers in history, Ali's stature as a legend continues to grow even as his physical state diminishes. He has been celebrated not only for his remarkable athletic skills, but for his willingness to speak his mind and his courage to change the status quo.
You think about your own death much?
5 times a day when I pray. And see, this life is short. This life is a preparation for the eternal life. I might die tomorrow, I might die next week. I don't know when I die.